Today, we're diving into one of the most important relationships shaping our world, the powerful and growing alliance between India and Japan. Let's get right into it.
When we think about India and Japan, the first things that probably come to mind are those huge, iconic projects, like the bullet train. And sure, those are powerful symbols. But here's the thing. The partnership now goes so much deeper. It's a story about moving way beyond just economic deals into a truly strategic alliance. In a world that feels pretty turbulent right now, this historic friendship is quietly becoming a real pillar of stability. It's an alliance that's built on a foundation of shared democratic values and, crucially, a common vision for what a secure and prosperous Indo-Pacific should look like. So how do we even get here? To understand the modern alliance, we've got to look back at the foundations of this really special relationship. The ties between India and Japan go back centuries, largely shaped by the influence of Buddhism that flowed from India. But what's really amazing and what makes this relationship so unique is that it has virtually no historical baggage. No major conflicts, no serious disputes. This clean slate has allowed them to become what so many people call natural partners. Now, this friendship has become more and more formal over the years. Diplomatic ties were set up back in 1952, but things really started to pick up steam at the turn of the century. You see, it went from a global partnership in 2000 to a global and strategic partnership in 2006, and then, by 2014, a special strategic and global partnership. Each of these title changes isn't just for show. It marks a real deepening of trust and cooperation. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk about one of the most exciting areas of this partnership today, defense and security. At the very heart of their security cooperation is this shared goal, a free, open, and stable Indo-Pacific region. This common vision is the engine, really, that's pushing both countries to align their defense priorities and their capabilities like never before. And believe me, this isn't just talk, it's all about action. Their joint military exercises are getting more and more complex. You have Dharma Guardian for the armies, JIM-X, that's the Japan-India Maritime Exercise for the navies, and even the first ever Veer Guardian for their air forces. This kind of integration across all three services is absolutely crucial, and it's all cemented by Japan's permanent role in the Malabar Naval Exercise, right alongside India, the US, and Australia. And this is where it gets really interesting. The partnership is moving into a whole new phase, high-tech co-development. The Unicorn Naval Mast is the perfect example. It's a state-of-the-art integrated antenna system for warships. The key takeaway here is that Japan isn't just selling equipment to India anymore. They are building it together. That's a game changer. So you can see this huge evolution happening right here. The relationship has completely matured. It's gone from a simple buyer-seller dynamic to one of genuine co-development and co-production. Military drills have gone from just simple exercises to these complex tri-service operations. And the top-level strategy? Well, that's now formalized through the 2+2 dialogue, where the foreign and defense ministers from both countries meet. This ensures that they are deeply strategically integrated. Now, this deep strategic alignment is perfectly matched by an incredibly powerful economic engine, which has, of course, always been a cornerstone of their relationship. This number, well, it just speaks for itself. Japan set a target to channel 5 trillion yen, that's about $35 billion in public and private investment into India by 2026. But here's the incredible part. This hugely ambitious goal, which fuels everything from infrastructure to manufacturing, was actually achieved well ahead of schedule. Just amazing. And you can see that massive surge in investment reflected right here in their growing trade relationship. It's on a clear upward path, now hitting over $25 billion a year. And if you look at what they're actually trading, it reveals just how complementary their economies are. India is exporting things like chemicals and vehicles while importing that high-value Japanese machinery and industrial parts. It really is a textbook example of economic synergy. But beyond just the raw numbers, there are a few key initiatives that really show the scale of this partnership. Of course, there's the iconic bullet train project, the massive Delhi-Mumbai industrial corridor, and these really forward-looking alliances in supply chain resilience and even semiconductors. These aren't just projects. They are literally the building blocks for India's economic future. But this partnership isn't just about today. It's got its eyes firmly set on tomorrow. Let's look at two critical areas: green energy and digital technology. All right, first, a quick primer. What exactly are carbon markets? Well, to put it simply, it's a cap-and-trade system. A limit, or a cap, is put on emissions, and companies can then buy and sell carbon credits. What this does is create a real financial reason for businesses to pollute less. It's a market-based solution to a huge global problem. So how are India and Japan using this idea? They're using something called the Joint Crediting Mechanism, or JCM. And it's a brilliant, really straightforward process. Japan invests in green projects in India, transferring its advanced technology. This reduces emissions, which creates these carbon credits. Both countries can then share those credits to help meet their own international climate goals. It's a total win-win.
And right alongside this big green push is a deep dive into the digital world. The new digital partnership is all about strengthening cooperation on the technologies that are going to define our future. We're talking AI, the Internet of Things, and of course, cybersecurity. So let's bring all these threads together now. What does this all mean for the future? What's the big picture here? What we've seen is that these pillars, defense, economics, and future tech, they aren't separate things. Instead, they're all being woven together into this single, incredibly strong fabric. And this convergence is creating what is, without a doubt, one of the most important and consequential partnerships of our time. And this is the ultimate goal. This is the shared vision that's driving everything we've talked about today. It's all about working together to build a region that is peaceful, prosperous, and totally free from coercion, all based on respect for international law. So, I'll leave you with this thought. We are witnessing a truly profound alignment between two of Asia's greatest democracies. The question is no longer if their partnership matters, but how it will fundamentally shape the course of the 21st century. Thanks for tuning in.